It's time for the Swede with the 701 to unbox a package. And if you know me, you know I love opening boxes. I'm also a fan of sounds that reminds me of latex. So it's finally time for me to get my first intercom system. And Cardo sent me one to try out. They are, however, not paying me for this video, which means that I still have to take my girl to date nights at IKEA instead of somewhere fancy. Anyhow, let's see what's inside. It's a pretty box with some vague text that tells you that this box is recyclable, but I thought that all boxes were recyclable. As usual, I'm too dumb to get into the box, but once I'm in, I'm greeted by a cool picture of two bikers. This is the little unit that will allow me to harass my friends and call IKEA support whenever they forget to include some parts in my IKEA stuff. And the second most important item in this package must be this fake tattoo with the Cardo logo. Nah. We don't like safety on this channel. If you for some reason hate turtles and love plastics, this is the intercom system for you. Cause there's a lot of different plastic stuff that you need to assemble this bad boy. But I'd rather have it made in plastic than glass, because glass hurts and I'm a bit sensitive to pain. But I'm definitely not sensitive to ASMR. Oh, it's scratching my brain, whatever's left of it. Everything else just clicks into place with magnets. Nice. And speaking of assembly, it's now time to install the Cardo. I begin with wiping the helmet with some 40% Jack Daniels, just to make sure it doesn't fall off. Cause if it did, someone could find it, pick it up, and that could reveal my horrendous music taste. And then I just raw dog the placement of the mount that will hold the unit. We don't really have the time to make any measurements, so yeah. But just as most things I do, the outcome was decent. The best part of installing the Cardo must be all the satisfying click sounds. Ooh. We got HOJSAC as a helmet creator before GTA 6. So this is what my helmet looks like with the Cardo Packtalk edge on. And I gotta admit, it was pretty simple to install even for those who are less capable of installing stuff. Just like me. So since this is my first ever intercom, I have no clue what the speaker system sounds like. So therefore, I gotta give you guys the first impression of the speaker quality. So I'm gonna play some music. But not just any music, I'm gonna play a special song that I made myself with these hands. So let's try them out. Way louder than I thought. Way louder. Jesus Christ. Speaker quality is great, that's my first impression. And I was worried about the volume, but that's not gonna be an issue. And except the speaker quality, the second most important feature gotta be the microphone. Because after all, we gotta be able to communicate with the intercom. So this is what the microphone sounds like. I guess it's pretty good. I haven't done anything with the settings on the Cardo. Since this is the first impression, I don't know if there are any settings with the microphone on the Cardo. But this is just straight out of the box, the microphone quality. It should be pretty good, you know, I might sound like a pilot. We're arriving in Stockholm, Sweden in 15 minutes. And now we're back to my own microphone. And I don't think this is the best test environment, because this one belongs on the road. So let's head to the garage and jump on the bike. I got the Cardo Packtalk Edge installed, and this is the sound coming directly from the microphone. So this is what my friends are gonna hear when they're talking to me. And it's supposed to be very wind cancelling. This helmet that I have is pretty loud. There is a lot of wind noise. Yeah, so we're gonna see if the wind noise is any worse in the higher speeds. So this is going 50. Should be pretty good so far. Testing. Maybe we should talk about politics. Because I suppose that's what you talk about when you have a Cardo. I gotta admit that I feel a bit more like an extinguished gentleman wearing the Cardo. And the volume is pretty good as well. I am, however, used to having earphones directly into my ears, which makes the sound feel a bit more close to you, of course. But the sound quality is great. And you can really trust that since I'm a music producer, so I hate bad audio quality. Now we're gonna try a bit higher speed and see what the mic will sound like. So now we're going about 70 kilometers per hour, and this is what the mic sounds like. It's so cold right now, you guys couldn't even believe it.
It's like 7 degrees outside, but you know, I gotta do the mic test. It's important, so you guys know what you're buying. So yeah, I hope it holds up. You could actually compare the helmet I have now. I know it's a hybrid helmet, but it's as loud as a motocross helmet. So if the audio quality is fine in this helmet, it's gonna be great in a full face helmet. So that's everything I got to say about the Cardo. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, leave a comment. And if you want to be able to communicate with either your friends or with me, if we ever ride together, then I got a code that will give you a discount on any Cardo product. So I'm gonna leave the code here. You might be able to guess the code, it's not that hard. And I will also leave the code in the description. See you guys on the roads, or IKEA, depends on where you live.